Hey, hi all. Today we'll be quickly going through install SQL Server installation on Linux. Okay, so I have this link. Put it in the description. Okay, so this will guide us to all the installations platform we have on SQL Server. But we'll be going through RHEL installation currently. So I'll go through this link, and I'll put this link in the description as well. Okay, you can go through it. So currently I'm installing RHEL with some version 7. So I'll be going through that. Let's start quickly. Okay. So there are a couple of prerequisites that need to be required. Okay, so I have created documents and how to check what all commands we need to use to check those prerequisites are met or not. Okay, so please go through that video. Okay, before if you haven't not yet. Okay, so there are a couple of things like go to this document and they have given very nice document. If you want, you can just go through this minimum requirements, all those things. But I'll proceed here. So the things is right, install SQL Server. So what you have to do is there are a couple of things. I'll be installing SQL Server on Linux on RHEL 7 version. Okay, so I'll just go through this version. Okay, cat etc slash to check version rate. This is the command. Okay, so what you have to do is just type this command etc slash release. Okay, so if you see it, I'm using RHEL with 7.9 version on this. Okay, for installation. So they have given a couple of things. So the main aspects, right? Just copy, paste. This will install Python. This will install Python. Okay, so okay, this will make sure that it will install Python, whichever versions is required. Okay, so just run this command, copy paste. It will take some time. I'll fast forward it. Okay, now if you can see that it has installed the Python dependencies. Okay, so I've run this command. So once it is done, right, which version you are using, because I'm currently using with RHEL7. So I'll copy this link. Okay, this the difference is that here they have given this one and they have given this RHEL. So it will pull the repositories packages from the Microsoft server to your local server. Okay, so I'll just run this. Okay, it has pulled it. So once it is done, right, whatever RHEL8 we are not using, so I'll just skip this part. Okay, just run this command to install SQL Server. Okay, just copy paste. Okay, so here if you see it, the command has been completed successfully. If you see it, SQL Server has been installed. Okay, so if you see it, it has been completed here. So the next part is I've ran this command. Okay, so the next part is we need to set up MS SQL conf. Okay, so this command it will make sure that which version you have to install or which edition you want to install. So it will ask for the details. Okay, just go ahead. Okay, so if you see right, this command it will give like which editions, which edition you want to install SQL Server. So there are a couple of versions which is provided by Microsoft, but I will go with the standard edition in this installation. Okay, just type 5, then enter. Okay, then it will ask for license agreement. Just type yes based on your things. Okay, and it will ask for password. Okay, so give the password. So it will ask for complexity as well. So I'm just giving that. Okay, once we give this will ask for SA password. Okay, so to logging into SQL Server. See, if you can see right, this has been created, okay, and if you see right, SQL Server is now starting, okay, it will automatically start the SQL Server as well. So the next command is to check the SQL Server is running or not, okay. So they have given this command, just copy paste, okay. So if you see right, this command shows this active and running, and it will show that how many seconds it is running. So if it is running from 17 seconds, so it's up and running. Okay, the other commands is like you have to enable the firewall, okay, to connect applications or other users who want to connect, right? It should have enabled the firewall TCP port 1433. Okay, so you have to run these commands, okay, to enable the firewall. Sometimes, right, based on your versions, it might fail. So, but based on which version you are using, okay, so if it is there, right, so you can check which version you are using. But here it's not working. Maybe it is enabled or kind of thing. So just you have to run this command, okay. And the other part was like install SQL Server command line tools. Okay, this is nothing but like MS SQL conf, SQL CMD, those things it will set up. Okay. So install SQL Server command line tools. What it will make sure, it will make sure that BCP and SQL CMD tools are installed. So SQL CMD is a tool which we can connect to SQL from Linux. Okay, so I'll just copy paste. This is the repository for RHEL7. So I'll copy this one and thus I'll paste it here. Okay, then once it is done, so if you see it, it has been pulled. So what you have to do is skipping that part. Okay, so then what you have to do is run this command. This will make sure that if any existing dependencies are installed on that server, so it will remove that. Okay, so I'm just running this command. So if it is existing on your server or something has been installed, so it will remove that. So the other part is like just this command, it will make sure that it will install that. Okay, so just run this command. So it will take some time. So just be patient. Okay, just till that I will pause this. So now if you can see, it will ask for some input. So just type yes. So again, it is asking for lesson terms access. So I'm just expecting. So it is completed now. So then run this command. Okay, this command just make sure that you sudo to ms SQL user, ms SQL user. Then you run this here. So what it will do, it will make sure that because SQL Server by default it will get installed in SQL MS SQL user, right? So we have to just log in sudo to this user and then just set it in bash profile so that it is set in this particular user. Okay. So then to connect to SQL Server, what you have to do is like you can use this command from Linux. Okay. So just type this. Okay. P. I'm just removing the P command here. So it will ask for a password. Okay. So you have to mention password what I've given password. I'm giving the password which I have set. So if you see this terminal here, it says that you are connected to the SQL Server. Okay, so let's run couple of queries. Okay, just to see whether we have connected or not. Okay, I'm just running this. Create test DB. We'll create a test DB and then we'll just select databases and then we just copy paste this do go command. Okay, so if you see it, we have test databases created. Okay, these are the default databases are there in that server. So the other part was like just insert some data. Let's insert. So I'm using this DB. Okay. Then create table. I'm creating a table, inserting the data. Okay. Then just type this go. Okay. So if you see it, it has created two rows in the table and it has created a table as well. So I'm just selecting a data with this particular thing and just go type go. So if you see it, I'm getting the data. So it has created a database and it has inserted rows, everything. Okay. So if you see it, and then to exit, you have to just mention quit. Okay, or you can use this one, exit or quit. You can use whichever you want. So I'm just putting it here. So that's all in this video. Thank you all.